Hey everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel. I hope you're all doing amazing today, and welcome to a minimalistic mansion. Well, some sort of a minimalistic mansion. I really tried it to be a minimalistic. We'll see at the end how it turned out. And it's not just a normal mansion. That really simple design of it, kinda expensive. You would be surprised. Well, you're not gonna be surprised because you saw it by the thumbnail, but this is a $1 million, well, simoleons if we are referring it to a Sims coin, but this is a $1 million price tag on that really simple design. Now, I'm gonna start off by actually giving some credit to two amazing creators that gave me the inspiration to create something like this. Because I think that you know that I'm not the typical minimalistic builder, and definitely not the typical mansion builder. I'm not building mansions and houses most of the time, building some other stuff. But I decided why not to give it a try after I saw two amazing builders creating something very similar, or not really very similar, but the base of this shape came from them. So the first one is the amazing Irene, aka the Simstream. I guess, and I bet some of you in my channel know her, and maybe all of you. I'm not quite sure about that, but she's an amazing builder, and she is creating the most unique designs for houses and mansions, especially if you are looking for a modern, futuristic vibe. She's really good at that. That's basically what she does. And I actually saw her creating some sort of a mansion with a, well, the mansion itself wasn't like fully rounded like this, but it had a mid-size area with a tree inside that hole that you see here. And that gave me the drive, why not to try and create a full design of a rounded mansion and try to do it like minimalistic. So that's Irene, the first one, and she's amazing. I totally recommend for you to go check her out. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description down below. Really, if you love the way I think, you're definitely gonna love the way she thinks. So go check her out. And the second amazing creator that actually gave me the idea of creating that specific design is the amazing Kate Emerald. I know that a lot of you know her. She's amazing. She knows, she's like, there's no one create better mansions than she does. Like, she created a lot of type of them, but the beauty is that they are so detailed and so big, and really I don't know how she managed to do that, like even 2 times a week, creating those gigantic mansions. But Kate actually came with the she created a tutorial how to create a bridge that is circled, basically the shape that you see here. And that, with the combination of Irene design, I decided why not to try it myself and see what I can get, or what can I do with it. So here we are, and I created a donut. At the end, this is a donut shaped mansion, but I decided to go really minimalistic and try to keep the rounded shape all around the build. Which at first I really didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure how to do that, but right now you can see what I did. I actually took the tool mod, which is a great tool to have in the game. I definitely recommend for you to get it. If you don't have it and you're playing on a PC, you definitely need to do that. I do know that a lot of creators are kinda holding themselves from using it, but believe me, you really don't want to do that. Especially just because anything that you build with it does not count as a CC. It does not count as custom content when you're uploading it to the gallery. So basically, when you're creating something with it, even someone on a console can play it. So you can see what I did here. I actually created the like quarter of the donut and then copy it to create a fully rounded one, and then just fixed it a bit, like manually I fixed it a bit until I got a perfect rounded shape, or perfect rounded donut. And then I created those small, well, they were not really small, but those extra areas on the sides of the donut because I wanted to try and catch all of the donut-y shape. And of course, oh, by the way, that that item that I created, the donut shape, basically is it called pedestal. And this is, I think it's called pedestal, right? Don't ram me again like you did last time when I think I said pedestal. And people were like laughing. That's totally okay. You can laugh. I really don't have with self-humor, but I think it's called pedestal, right? So this is a pedestal, white pedestal that is from the pack. I think Get Famous. I believe it's Get Famous, and basically the whole build created from this. So where was I? I really drift apart. Okay, so I created that donut shape using that pedestal, and then with those small areas on the sides, I kind of cut the whole structure, the whole donut, with the tool mod when you can like toggle a group. And then I copy it into the center of the existed donut, and then I lower it, the whole structure, the whole donut, the second donut basically, because I copied it, I lowered it by 1, I believe it was 1 down. And I did that like 5 or 6 times until it created a perfect rounded shape all around. Now inside, unfortunately, it's not gonna be rounded because we don't have rounded walls, but it is, I think it's like a rectangle inside or something. It's not gonna be like squarish. It's not squarish. The whole structure, I built it in a really interesting way that you basically need to go for a tour inside. You go for a walk. Like you enter in the front door, and then you need to like go to a tour in the house until you reach the edge of the house. You cannot go like all around. You need to take a walk. Let's call it like this. When you're gonna enter, and that is the thing that is really cool. It's basically like a spiral house because you can go only one side. You cannot really go to the other side. Well, you can go, but there is only a kitchen there. But I really don't want to spoil you the whole fun, so I'm not gonna tell you any more regarding how the build looks like from the inside. And as you can see, even on the outside, I tried to keep it minimalistic. I didn't want to overflow it with plants and rocks, so I decided not to. So I placed only few of them here and there. And yeah, so right now you can see that I placed a helicopter that I created. And I said, what is better than a $1 million mansion than having a private helicopter, right? And that helicopter I created with the tool mod. And I shared it on the gallery, not on a rounded platform. So I really think that I should, because I shared it on a square platform, and well, rounded is really the shape of helipad. So let me know if you want me to kind of update it, to remove the old one and add the new one. But I created with the tool mod. This is of course not functional. Like it's not functioning. The helicopter is not working, but it is an extra really cool, like high luxury adding for a house like this. So I decided why not to do that, especially because well, basically the helipad looks exactly, and it's almost exactly in the size of that inner missing rounded circle from this build. So it looks like I took it from the middle and took it outside and created the helipad on like for this build. So anyway, I really tried to go with a minimalistic design for this build. That's why you're not gonna see a lot of windows. Well, most of the windows are inside the circle, not outside, just because that if I were thinking about placing the windows outside, well, the build itself wouldn't have been like, you know, rounded, because we don't have rounded walls, god damn it. But yeah, so I decided to go with a really simple shape, really like the simplicity of this is what makes it super cool. And of course you can count on me that if it was a real house and I was like creating this in real life, probably the whole area that is pointing to the ocean, you know, were like glass, not like a fully closed area. But anyway, so you can see that I'm creating a area for, well, this is the entrance area. I decided to create a small rounded shaped, well, I tried it to look like an elevator. and it's not really a possibility, although we do have some elevators in the game. And again, we don't have rounded walls. I really wanted it to have rounded walls, so I decided at first to try and place a foundation and, you know, just raise them up so it will look like a rounded walls inside that hollowed area. But it wasn't really possible, just because when I placed the foundation, I got, well, not the foundation, when I placed the platforms, I got an automatic foundation underneath it, and if I was trying to like lower it down, it will lower the whole structure down into the ground, and I didn't want that. I wanted that structure to be on those two legs that are a bit shaped. That's the only thing that I wanted to support this build. Now again, this is not a real life, so I can do whatever I want, and just to give you a small info from the interior design, yes, this is actually something that can be done, but you really need to create a massive metal structure inside of the whole thing to hold that thing. So anyway, that's really not important. So here you can see that I'm creating that elevator that I tried to create. I wanted to create a rounded elevator, and the thought of even using the elevators from City Living came through my mind, but then I said two things. First of all, if you don't know, the elevator from like the elevators from City Living are acting like a spawning point. So if I were like placing one of them over there, your sim will instantly be teleported to that area when they are like just coming to visit. And I didn't want that, so I ended up using the divider from Moschino Staff Pack, which I really love that item. And you know what? I think this is one of the most usable item that I'm using to create stuff and create new things in the game. So definitely, if you are into creating your own items, it's great to create showers and stuff. So if you are really into that, definitely get yourself the Moschino Staff Pack. It will be a huge help for you. So I created that rounded some sort of an elevator. Just imagine this is an elevator, okay? And I just placed a ladder from bottom to top, so you will be able just to climb it with your sim, and it will just feel like an elevator. It's not gonna be an elevator, but you know, we need to think outside of the box, right? So yeah, in a bit we are gonna get inside of this build, and I gotta tell you that the inside, I really wanted it to look like a house from a catalog, like a house that you'll see on like top 10 architecture magazine or something like that. I really wanted to look like something really slick and neat. I didn't want to look like Sims actually. So I had a lot of challenge here, because the line between empty and minimalistic is really thin, because this is one of the most common problem and mistakes that I see a lot of people do in their designs. They are creating a big size lot, big size space, and then they are furnishing it lightly, but too lightly. And it does look like a mistake rather than like minimalistic design. Now, if you ask me, my interpretation for minimalistic is actually the colors and the implementing of like a leading area or a leading wall inside the space that you are working on. So for an example, if you're creating a, let's say a kitchen, so I will try to go with really bright and light colors, and you'll see that actually right now, you're gonna see me creating the kitchen. And I will try, like, cluttering is not an option when you're doing like minimalistic. The whole idea with minimalistic, well, the way I see it, is actually not to overflow the area. So you're gonna try to create something very neat and something very light by colors, and maybe add one area or one object or one thing that will draw the attention to it. For an example, maybe a bit darker wall, or maybe a brick wall, maybe a picture that is really colorful, or something like that. But the whole thing around it will be very light in colors. And if you can, even like in The Sims, we don't really have a really modern kitchen cabinet. And if I could have had like something else for this build, I would have gone with something like even without handles. I didn't want to see those handles on those cabinets, but you know, we're working with what we've got. So yeah, but right now you can see something that I'm really proud of it. I was looking for spots, but I wanted something that is resembling real spots in life, like spotlights. So I found those cans from fizzy drink that you can create with Eco Lifestyle, and I use them as the base, as the body for the spotting lights. So I raised them up all the way, and then I used the tool mod to take the spots that we have in the game and lower them a bit lower. And if you really want to see how I created that, just slow the speed build, and you see exactly the numbers that I'm implementing inside. So I really love the way I created those spotlights, and they added really the minimalistic and the modern design that I wanted to have in this build. Now you can see that I'm adding those small items, that decluttering items, but I'm not using a lot of them, because that's exactly what I mean by minimalistic. I'm adding small, I call them points of color, but I'm not adding like a lot of stuff. You're not gonna find million items in that area, and because, well, if you like, you need to think that all the items that you need to live in this house, probably storage at some cabinets or closets or stuff. So yeah, now I created a lot of custom stuff in here without custom content. You'll see me creating in a bit a really awesome, well, of course, in my opinion, let me know your thoughts about it, a really awesome light for that seating area. It's more for you know, for visitors, and I created a custom-made light from the ceiling that I use the tool mode to duplicate the same items and then give it a different angles and connect them. You can see that right now. I really love that. I think this is one of the coolest things that I created. I wonder if I can like save it as a part and use it maybe later. I really love it. Let me know what you think about this well, light. and yeah, in general, I really enjoyed creating this build. And let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. I'm really curious to know what do you think about it. Do not go anywhere, because we still have a long way to go, and I'm gonna give you a few more information before I bring you some nice music. Now, this house, when I created it actually for a music producer. So I actually, at the end, I added 2 rooms. One of them is recording room, and it will look like almost a recording room for songs and stuff, just like in real life, with, you know, the screen between, not the screen, the window between, and the other one, like one is singing, the other one, like the producer from the other side of the glass can see him and tell him what's he's doing wrong and stuff. In a bit you're gonna see that. I really don't want to spoil you all the fun. And a few information about this build. So at the end, it is an over 1 million simoleons. So this is a really expensive one. So it's really a top high tier build. This is almost an end game build for someone that is living the dream as a music producer, and gods know how, because you know that usually I'm not creating big mansions, but I ended up creating this with 3 bedrooms, 2 restrooms, and 3 living rooms. Basically, they are kind of living room, and something else, and yeah, of course, the helipad. But at the end, this is a really big size mansion. The only thing that we are missing is a pool. I was thinking about creating a pool on the roof, but I really didn't like. I tried. I just didn't like the way it looked at the end. So I scrapped that idea and decided not to go with it. But you know, you don't need to have a pool if you have that awesome design of a house, right? So yeah, so you can find this build on the gallery and trade file for the 30 days in the description down below. And in a bit, I'm gonna bring you some awesome music to listen to for the rest of this video. And I just want to remind you that if you enjoy your time here and well, my builds, you're more than welcome to hit the like button. This is the way for you to support me and show me that you enjoy the creations that I'm bringing you every week. And if you're new here, you're more than welcome, and please consider subscribing to the channel for more builds and awesome stuff like this every week. So this is the cue for me to bring you the music. Don't go anywhere because, well, we are not even close to finish. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep that minimalistic party going for me, because RGI Gaming signing off.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list. places. I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Only time will tell. Why do you keep telling me nothing? But I know while you flash, at least they say something. Still I try to connect with you through your eyes. Your eyes. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. I still want all of you and I know all your colors. And I guess 'cause of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you I'm lost. I'm lost, yeah. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us, us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Tell. Work it out. No, I know what is on your mind. I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us, us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby, I can't sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can't sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago, and every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm what I do.